Let's have a little bit of fun on this Casual Friday because I noticed this last night. I'm not the only one to have noticed this. But Sean Hannity's been asking the same question of every Republican presidential hopeful that has come on his program recently. What policy differences do you have with Donald Trump? And this is an illustration of what I think we've been saying for a while on the show, what I said a few months ago when we covered Ron DeSantis, and I was like, this guy doesn't have it. And I mean, he's pretty much the only Republican in this field that I think stands a chance against Trump, and I don't think he does. These other people are running really for VP, I think, and I don't think Tim Scott has officially announced. But watch their reaction and their inability to answer when Hannity asks them a simple question to differentiate themselves from Donald Trump. They are so terrified, quaking in their boots. None of them can answer. This is Nikki Haley. We played this before, but this will highlight just how scared all the Republican candidates are.
If you had to delineate where, say, you and President Trump differ on issues, where would you start?
Well, first, let's say in reference to Whoopi, the thought of me getting into the race makes the liberals' heads explode. And so I welcome it because
Good.
it shows
Whoopi Goldberg,
we're
we're starting
right. When it comes to what we're looking at now, listen to the first 20 minutes of your show.
He didn't ask what you're looking at now.
Yeah.
He asked what your difference in policy is.
Well, first of all, Whoopi Goldberg. All right, that was so we played this clip before. She goes on to not say anything. He also follows up with her. She doesn't say anything again. She cannot name any policy differences with Trump. But this was Tim Scott from 2 days ago. This was the 22nd. He had him on Wednesday night. Also unable to name any policy differences with him and Trump.
What are the differences in terms of policy positions that, for example, you may have with President Trump?
Probably not very many at all. I am so thankful that we have President Trump in office. Frankly, the policies that we were able to pass from 2017 to 2020 were monumental, and thank God.
Yeah, so there's that. And then here we go. Third hat being thrown into the ring. Nope. Third guy in the race. It's all good. Vivek Ramaswamy, who's somebody who just got very wealthy and now has presidential ambitions himself, asked again last night now by Sean Hannity, what policy differences do you have with Trump? Still 3 for 3, can't answer.
Yeah, and I've never heard of this guy. Have you?
He did. He was a hopeful in Ohio, and it didn't work out for him. He seems like he's going to be the Andrew Yang, really rich guy, using the primary to kind of catapult himself to new heights.
Gotcha.
That's the vibe I get from Ramaswamy.
Looking for the Republican nomination. Probably the leader right now would be Donald Trump if you look at the polls. What are the policy differences you have between yourself and Donald Trump?
So first of all, Donald Trump's a friend. I'm not running against him. I am running on a vision for our nation.
Wait a minute, but you're not running for him. You're running against him. Let's be honest.
Okay, well, here's what I'm running for our country. But let's talk about differences, because I'm with you, Sean. He was the OG of America First. I'm taking that to the next level with America First 2.0.
Whoa!
Let's actually get the job done, which means
2.0?
dismantling federal bureaucracy.
I get AOL
Instead of actually these managerial protections and civil service protections, I'm proposing 8-year sunset clauses for anybody in the federal bureaucracy. If I can't derive a paycheck from the federal government as the next U.S. president for more than 8 years, I don't think other federal bureaucrats should either. I'm going to shut down federal agencies. Earlier today, I put out my proposal to actually shut down the Department of Education, which should not exist. That's
good.
Just the first of many government agencies that I am pledging to shut down as the next president.
All right.
No.
Well, yeah, he's advocating for
I mean,
America First system update.
Yeah, I'm cool
Restart
with...
your computer to install America First.
Yeah, like there are agencies that I think like are too powerful by virtue of their length. Like I wouldn't start with Department of Education. I think like we probably need one of those, and it's good to have like some longitudinal wisdom there. I think the CIA would probably be the first example.
Oh yeah,
that
if you were to take a crack at it, right?
Yeah, but there's a little bit more here, but I just want to think like what is, first of all, it's hard to know how many of these people are actually running against Trump, or if they're stalking horses that are ultimately going to endorse Trump against DeSantis, and I'm not sure who is who at this point.
Well, this guy has absolutely nothing to lose in this instance. He's just trying to get his name out there. He's not really a actual viable, I think, VP candidate either.
Yeah, he can sell some books.
But it still is interesting to see where he thinks he can make some hay with the Republican base, including this whole Department of Education thing.
I am dismantling this climate religion. We have been addicted to a climate religion that shackles the United States while leaving China untouched. So I think this is about taking it to the next level as far as I see it.
You know, maybe I'll take it to the next level, because
Yeah.
I took it to the first level, and I don't really know who you are, so
Yeah.
see ya.
Yeah, you're nobody. You don't have a level up ability. That's me. Save America, vote Vivek. I mean, he really should have come up with something better than America First 2.0. America First turbocharged. Gasoline powered America First. Horsepower.
I'm one of the
America
people who
first.
wants as many people to join this as possible, but like I want them to be like people with something to lose and not just entirely something to gain by getting their name.
Well,
in the
Tim
papers.
Scott,
Right.
Nikki Haley.
Yeah, Nikki
I mean,
Haley, exactly. Those are the fun ones that Trump like beating up on is going to be fun if they actually come to it.
But I mean, the more the merrier, honestly. I want this to be an absolute bloodbath. In the end, what it feels like, honestly, is that this primary is already over before it's begun. That can change. I understand that. I know that there's investigations into Trump. Don't think that really matters to Republican voters. It seems like a little bit more of what liberals are hoping is going to be the ultimate kill shot, so to speak. It's not
Or a good way to fundraise along the way, maybe.
that too. But I mean, they're liberals genuinely feel that way. Like when's the next thing that's going to take this guy down? And the reality is that the Republican voter doesn't care about the next like litany of charges being brought against him in Georgia or by the New York Attorney General's office and civil procedure. That's it. If you think that matters to a Republican primary voter, you're living in a different universe. So he'll keep buying McDonald's, and these guys will keep holding their fire, not criticizing the guy that they would have to beat to win in this primary. Maybe they're not that serious about winning. I understand. It's certainly this guy isn't. But people like DeSantis, this it's not a good climate for them, for sure.